Welcome back, everybody, and happy Monday. I'm meteorologist Andrew Myers, bringing you your daily hail forecast, sponsored as always by C3 Group, Merlin Law Group, American Contractor, and Atlas, and they're there for you in the description to this video, so go ahead and check them out. So today we're going to be talking about a midweek cold front. Should be quiet, spoiler alert, for today and tomorrow, but Wednesday things could pick up a little bit and move through the Central Plains with another storm system passing through. It's going to be very dependent on what conditions can kind of resurge through the Central Plains after that last cold front. So while we wait for Wednesday, we got our roofing weather coming up for today and tomorrow across the nation, what we're looking like in terms of wind, temperature, rain, etc. And then getting into the Gulf, there is a tropical disturbance moving through. We'll see if we can see it develop any. Again, taking a look at all of the conditions across the Gulf of Mexico into the next little bit here. But before we get into our weather, we're at the Limitless GPO annual event, guys. This is October 12th at the SRS distribution headquarters in McKinney. So Brandon is going to be at this, and it's going to be a networking and training seminar event followed by football bowling. So lots of cool resources at this, and again, you can meet a lot of people, including our sales rep, Brandon. He's always a good time. So get out to the Limitless GPO annual event and say hey to him and learn more about roofing and foaling. So now getting into our weather here. Pretty clear, pretty uneventful across most of the U.S. Do have some rain moving in across the Pacific Northwest, and that is going to be with that low pressure system that's currently moving onshore. And then we've got another low pressure system making its way out into the Atlantic. Got some scattered showers up north associated with that. But if you're in between those two systems, sunny and clear. There it is, sitting in the 70s, maybe even the 80s down in Texas. A little warmer in Dallas than in Houston there. But most of us are going to be in the 60s and 70s across most of the nation, and then cooling down once you're up more towards the center of those low pressure systems where you got more of that cold air being pulled down. But general fall conditions across most of the U.S. right now. Here it goes. All right, so we're watching that low pressure system start to move out of the way, and as it does, this other one can start to move in. All right, so it kind of just, bottlenecks everything if one just sits out there. So once that starts moving off to the east, we'll see the second one start to shift through. Here we are by Wednesday afternoon. Got a shortwave trough or just a little dip in the jet stream out ahead of this larger scale low pressure system out in the Pacific Northwest. All right, so this one could be an initial spark of severe weather, and then as that low pressure sinks down into the Central Plains, now we could have more associated with this on your Thursday through Friday as that shifts off to the east with another cold front. So if you're in the path of that, get ready for potential storms. Also some cooler air, some drier air coming through with that low pressure system. So again, Tuesday, we don't really have any real gradients in temperature here or in humidity. I mean, real tight gradients here. But by Wednesday, we're going to see that cold front start to pick up across the Rocky Mountains, shift eastward. And then on Thursday, there it is across Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas panhandles, even into New Mexico with that cold front. And then it'll, again, track off to the east through parts of the Mississippi Valley, Ohio Valley by Saturday. And then we're starting to lose that temperature gradient that we see with that cold front. So it should weaken, less severe storm chances by the end, I guess, of the weekend, like Saturday. So Wednesday, there you go, dry line, tracking through the high plains there, and then it's going to continue to strengthen as that cold front shifts through. So now we've got a cold front dry line combo. How much moisture is actually going to make its way up into the Central Plains is what we're watching into midweek. If we don't get a ton, then the severe weather outbreak is not going to be as intense as it could be if more of these deep greens track up into Kansas, into Oklahoma, into Nebraska, and then we could see some stronger storms. So it's really going to be super dependent on these dew points and whether they make their way up into the central U.S. by Thursday while this cold front intersects with them. So watching that, that's going to be kind of that key factor into the middle part of this week. But Wednesday, Could see some severe storms on the north end of that cold front from Kansas all the way into Iowa and into Missouri. And then Thursday, things will kind of shift a little bit into still parts of Iowa and Nebraska, but now down south into Kansas, further south along that cold front and dry line. So if you guys are in either of those areas, we're watching you right now into Wednesday, Thursday timeline. All risks are possible, but large hail is going to be the primary risk at this point. So now getting into the next 48 hours and then the tropics, all right, while we wait for severe weather, guys, I mean, the main story is it's going to be nice for most of us. So 60s and 70s across the nation here by 3 p.m., a little bit warmer down in Texas and the Mississippi Valley. So if you're working any of those Texas storms, a touch warmer down in that area, and could potentially be seeing some gusty winds, possible here and there. Rain off to the east, and then clear skies for pretty much everybody else. And then same story tomorrow. Now for your Tuesday, we're going to have more of that tropical influence moving over South Texas. Not looking at a named storm, so no worries about that, but some heavy rain possible in like Brownsville, Corpus Christi. Brownsville is the one down south, not Brownsboro. South Texas and Corpus Christi up into Houston for your Tuesday, but again, the rest of us are sitting with pretty much little to no wind, very calm, sunny skies, and nice temperatures. So should be a really good day today and tomorrow to get some of that roofing done, some of that canvassing done before weather picks back up on Wednesday and Thursday. So, and then getting into the tropics, all right, we got one disturbance that's in the eastern Atlantic right now. As that tracks off to the west, could see some development on it. This track tends to like to develop storms. It's just got a little bit more time over some warmer waters to, get a named storm going. But this other one is going to be down just to the west of the Yucatan Peninsula there. And, as it tries to make its way northward, it's working with a little bit more wind shear, working with a little bit less of, great conditions than we've seen in our peak season. So percentage development on this one, 60% over the next 2 days, 80% over the next 7. Looking decent right now as is, and then as it tracks up to the west-northwest, could potentially see that turn into our next named storm. But from the Gulf, not looking as great. I'm thinking for this one, we're going to see a lot of heavy rainfall, as well as maybe some breezy winds here and there, but 20% chance over the next 2 to 7 days as it tracks up towards land to potentially develop. And over the Gulf of Mexico, conditions aren't anywhere nearly as impressive as they used to be. So that one storm is going to be tracking over mild to moderate heat potential, and then a little bit lower off in the Gulf. Caribbean is it's moving on terms of heat potential, but there's nothing developed down there. Really watching this area, and there's nothing to write home about in terms of energy for that storm to form off of in the Gulf there. There you go. And then in terms of wind shear, it's going to be kind of battling that. Like I said, it wants to follow these pink areas, and it's moving up into the area of like high wind shear. Not super great conditions for it to continue developing. So fortunately, what that means, again, looking at probably a lot of heavy rainfall with that storm, but probably not much else. So in terms of tropical climatology, though, there we are. Today, we're on a downhill trend now for the rest of the season. Should be seeing fewer and fewer of these storms pop up as the year goes on. We're well past peak, but still got a decent chance to be seeing tropical stuff develop as of today. It should, again, become less and less frequent, but today, still seeing a chance. And we've got that with those storms off in the Atlantic and the one in the Gulf. So we'll keep you updated on what conditions are expected with that as it tracks up towards South Texas. But really, again, right now, it's going to be kind of clear skies, waiting for that next round of severe weather to come through. So if you guys want to follow us, you can get us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, and Threads at Hail Trace on everything. Hit See First on Facebook so you never miss a live video, and smash that subscribe button everywhere else. And then if you want to get in contact with us, go ahead and scan the QR code up above me, click the link in the description to this video. That gets you access to all of our severe weather mapping products, live 24/7 across the nation. And if you have any questions about them, give us a call at 855-334-4245. Email us at info@hailtrace.com or check out hailtrace.com for more details. We'll be back tomorrow to give you guys more info and updates on this next severe weather system and the tropics. But for now, I'm meteorologist Andrea Myers. Thanks for watching.